what the hell's been going on the last year?
Yeah, so finally manned up and had a conversation with our board and our executive team about where my head was at and how I want to handle how I spend my time at 100 Thieves. Because, for the last 7 years, 8 years for me, really, because we're on our 7-year anniversary, and the lead up to when we actually announced the team and the brand was a year of traveling back and forth, lawyer fees, really just trying to get everything to take shape. And I was in the office probably 4 or 5 days a week for the majority of that 7 years, and I just needed to take a step back.
What the hell?
Yeah, for me it was, that's an entire conversation in itself, but the Spark Notes and at a high level, I just was overwhelmed with the idea of leading the company from an operational perspective. My former business partner, John, handled a lot of the real day-to-day, I would say, but I was still in the office, still making, big decisions. And I don't know if, say I wasn't a creator in my past life before 100 Thieves started, if that door were closed or didn't exist at all, maybe I would have enjoyed being in the weeds of the business every single day.
Makes sense.
But since I knew that, at least in my head, that being a creator on the internet could be like a ticking time bomb. You never really know how long you're going to be able to be around. Everybody's always, and from when I was younger, compared it to an NFL career, where, the average NFL career is actually 2 or 3 years. But the people that you really pay attention to are people that are in the league 10 plus.
Right.
So I just was worried that with a baby on the way and this new part of my life starting, that not only do I feel like I'm not best suited to handle the role of CEO at 100 Thieves, but I'm also, pissing away a lifetime of work. I'm only 32, but 15, 16 years as a creator is still a long time. And I just wanted to get back to what I was good at, and that was streaming and creating videos.
Yeah. And now, for a while there, I think a couple months ago, you owned my TikTok feed. It was just
Awesome.
different things of you yapping, saying funny shit, and all the comments were like Nade's revenge tour, his comeback tour is insane. Do you soak any of those up? Do you see them?
So there was a weird thing going on with TikTok where we were uploading to 100T Nadeshot, which is my main TikTok, and then we created a second page just to throw out anything and everything instead of being so particular. And the original TikTok handle was doing great, but at a certain point we started uploading and a couple videos got shadow banned. And I figured that they were going to do well, just based off the results of the previous uploaded. So we created the second one, and then all of a sudden we just started uploading everything to that.
Yeah.
And for me, I've always, in my early years, I was very on brand, cookie cutter, to be brand safe, try to bring in dollars. But I'm 32 now. I got a weird sense of humor, dark sense of humor. And I'm we just let it fly. Fuck it, bro. I got to be myself if I'm going to do this full time for as many years to come as I hope I can, squeeze out of it. But yeah, we just kind of let it rip, dude.
Have you had any backlash from it? Whether that's from people or boards or nothing?
Not really. And I'm surprised, to be honest with you. But I feel like the years over the last 5 years, the internet was just so uptight, and everybody started to become this version of themselves that they thought the world wanted to see.
Yeah, it wasn't real.
But yeah, exactly. So it's not the sense of humor left. It's not people's sense of humor just warped and entirely changed. So luckily some people find the shit that I think is funny, and I haven't looked back.
Do you feel I don't know if I want to say your peak, but do you feel like you're fucking moving right now? Do you feel how you felt back in the day, or different?
I definitely feel different. I think the missing piece is YouTube. That was always the priority, which is kind of the inverse now, where once I stream 8 to 10 hours a day, I'm pretty gassed and don't want to think about a thumbnail and cut out from the Twitch channel. But it's so different now because I feel like people's YouTube channels in the gaming space are grown from the size of their stream, when it used to be the opposite in my mind.
I agree.
YouTube was always the focus. YouTube was where you made money. And now Twitch, I feel like if you have a strong community, you could have a couple hundred viewers and have 15, 20,000 subs. It really just depends on how you manage the community. So that's the only piece that's kind of missing.